Greetings, everyone. My name is Mitch Dyer. This is Marty Sleva.
Hello.
This is Marty Sleva's beard.
Yep.
This is Firewatch. This is a game that Marty saw. It's the first game from Campo Santo.
Yep.
The developer that's made up of ex-Walking Dead guys, and ex-Mark of the Ninja designer, and artist Ollie Moss.
Yeah.
That's like an amazing dream team, and you get to see their game.
Yeah.
What is Firewatch?
Okay, so yeah, I went over to their studio and they showed me. It's a very early. They just showed me some prototypes along with a ton of art, and we talked about it. So Firewatch is just to crudely sort of make a comparison. It's if the original BioShock met Metroid Prime, but removed all combat from the scenario.
I'm super down with everything you're saying right now.
The Wyoming wilderness in 1989.
That part sounds really boring, but I'm also super into everything that's going on.
Okay, so yeah, it's you play this character Henry, who has sort of a bit of a mysterious past, but he signs up to be a park ranger in Wyoming in '89, and it's the summer after these terrible fires, which happened in real life, that killed a bunch of people. And so he's the guard at the top of this watchtower, and at some point something happens, and he sees something in the distance, and he climbs down to explore it. And so that's where the game starts, and it's a first-person exploration, puzzle-based, narrative-driven game. And so you're wandering around the wilderness. You don't interact with any other characters on like a physical level.
So many things I love.
But
right now.
so you know, Sean Veneman and Jake Rodkin, the leads on The Walking Dead season 1, obviously big on story and dialogue trees. And so you have a walkie-talkie with you, and you are in constant communication with your boss, who's at this tower way off in the distance. And so you're talking to her, and you can pull up the walkie-talkie whenever you find something. So say you find a campground where like all the remnants are there, but it looks like the people just bounced and vanished, and you can call her, and all of a sudden they'll be like, "Hey, what is going on? This is weird." And you guys will have a conversation where the dialogue tree comes in, and as you answer, it sort of not only informs the story, but informs who Henry is, informs his relationship with her boss. So you as the player sort of just decide how Henry deals with the mysteries of the world, how he deals with his past, how he deals with guilt, how he deals with intimacy.
It really sounds like this is going to be like a very introspective kind of game, right? Like
Yeah.
not a lot of problems to solve. Like puzzles are probably going to be pretty light.
Sure,
lots of talking, lots of human elements. Though.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Metroidvania sort of, for lack of a better term, aspect of it comes in. So they said, an example is like close to your tower, there's an abandoned gold mine or an abandoned silver mine with wooden boards that have boarded it up. Maybe an hour or two later in the game, you find a crowbar or an axe or something that you're able to go back and open that silver mine and see what was in it. And so there's a lot of, and they're also dealing with, so it's all first person. It's all this gorgeous art style by Ollie Moss. You can see this in the background. We're gonna have more images on the site, concept art, but it's very colorful. It's like an abstract take on what the Wyoming wilderness would look on.
And you mentioned like this image we're seeing here, like this is what it looks like.
This is what it's insane, yeah. And the movement, they're very concerned with like sort of very physical human movement in the first person perspective. So sort of think of Mirror's Edge
hand stuff going on.
A lot of hand stuff. They showed me some concept of Henry like finding rope, tying it to something, and then throwing it down a little gap, and then climbing down it, and it just felt awesome. Just the way this like momentum felt. But everything they were saying about the sort of mysteries in the game, the way as you progress, Henry starts to sort of think like, why am I here? Like what? Like there's something bigger than this. This isn't just me having this job. Like something brought me here. I mean, I don't know if it's science fiction. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if this is gonna turn into Lost. If it's Lost, I hope it's the first 2 seasons
probably.
And not the last 4.
Please.
Yeah, honestly, this game, everything they told me is just what I want from games.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So we have this video that you're watching at this exact moment in time where we're talking about what the game is, but you have a really interesting feature on IGN that's about
and so
how it came to be.
Yeah, so I spent about 4 hours with the team just talking about the game. They were showing me concept art, showing some very early footage, just sort of talking about where this idea came to be, like how they got this amazing group of talent, like guys you mentioned, along with folks from Double Fine and just this amazing group of people. Yeah, we talked about the game, we talked about its influences and sort of their fears as a first, like, hey, we all have made amazing Game of the Year winners and nominees in the past. Now all of a sudden we're here trying to launch this new thing, and how's that going to work out? And the game, they're slating it for 2015. Yeah.
That's far. That's not soon.
That's the future.
Yeah, jetpacks and hoverboards.
Yeah,
and
in the Wyoming wilderness.
In 1989.
Yeah.
Just like Back to the Future. Marty, thank you for telling me everything about Firewatch.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're going to Firewatch a lot more about this video game on IGN. Yeah. So for more on Firewatch, you know where to be. Keep watching our videos. Keep reading Marty's articles on IGN.